My Young and the Restless fans, hopefully you're having a terrific Taco Tuesday. Yes, we got craziness going on in Genoa City. I'm going to give you a few of these crazy highlights and then we'll unpack the entire episode. First, we see Summer adamantly blames Claire and Kyle. Yeah, she's hotter than fish grease. The Newmans and the Abbotts come together, and then we finally get to see Harrison, who tells Jordan he wants to go home, but Jordan says, nope, you're staying with me. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unpack this drama in Genoa City for April 16th. We are now back over at the Abbott estate where Kyle is trying to explain to his parents that Harrison is missing. He's called the police and he thinks Claire took him. Guess who comes in? None other than Summer, and she is hotter than fish grease. She got into a whole heated exchange with Kyle, and Kyle, of course, is visibly shaken by all of these events unfolding, vowing to do everything in his power to bring Harrison back home safely, saying that he's my world. And yeah, you can tell that the turmoil in him is thick. Summer's accusation is cutting through like a knife. She said, as she accused him, this happened because of the choices that you made. You can tell in her voice the bitterness and the blame. She made it clear that if anything happened to their son, she held Kyle responsible. Tracy now comes downstairs wondering what the ruckus is all about. And they said, Harrison is missing. She was like, I ain't heard nothing. I've been upstairs all this time. And then, of course, they're trying to figure this thing out. Tracy is like, I didn't hear a thing. What could have happened? I've been watching Ashley. Speaking of Ashley, none other than Diane decides that there's more than one unstable person in this house, and I'm going to check and see if Ashley had anything to do with it. And Tracy was like, she wouldn't take a child. And she was like, well, Jack says that we need to look at every option, and I'm going to look at that one. And as expected, Ashley had nothing to do with it. She was sleeping. Diane came back downstairs, and of course, she's worried about her son, but I don't think Ashley was the one to be checking in on. So then we're over at the ranch at the tack house where Summer confronts Victoria about the whereabouts of Claire. And she was like, look, she went to drop off a trinket over at Kyle's house for Harrison. Well, yeah, guess what? You my cousin, your daughter, yeah, she's missing. And yeah, she took my son. And Victoria was like, well, why would she do that? She wouldn't take Harrison. And so she called her, got no answer, and they head over to the ranch. Summer and Victoria go to the ranch and fill Victor and Nikki in about Harrison and Claire going missing. Victoria thinks it's a leap to blame Claire. Now, Summer is sure that it was her, and Nikki assumes that it was Jordan. Now, Victoria keeps standing up for her daughter, but Summer is sure that this was all plotted. Nikki is sure it was Jordan. Summer declares that they let Claire trick them all again. Victor calls Jack. He explains that the police and his security team are searching and checking the surveillance footage. Now, Victor said, I'm going to send my security people to help. Like both security teams are, yeah. Anyway, neither of them want to believe that Claire was behind this, but not a lot else makes sense. Cole now joins them. He gets filled in and declares that this gotta be his Aunt Jordan. Now, Summer is just sick of everybody defending Claire. Victoria and Cole continue to defend Claire. Now, Summer thinks Claire takes after her aunt and steals a kid as a do-over on the childhood she never had, or get revenge. Now, Victoria says, look, this is all speculation. This makes no sense. Summer reminds her that psychopaths don't make sense. She accuses them of enabling and even coddling Claire. She says even Victor has been blinded by his feelings, and now her son is paying the price. Her little boy should be asleep in his bed, but they're all busy defending some woman that they barely know. And Victor says, look, I'm going to need you to take several seats. Sit down. And he reminds her that no one is more suspicious of outsiders than he is. He loves Harrison, and he brought Claire into their circle. That should give her assurance that Claire did not do this. Now, Summer is continuing to pace the floor and argue with Victoria. She tells them that they owe her, and they need to make sure Claire bring Harrison home. And if they don't, she will never forgive them, and she walks out. Victor is sorry that everybody had to hear all that. Now, Nikki says says they all know Jordan is behind this, and Summer just can't accept that because it's too horrifying. Cole agrees with Nikki. Victoria guesses that Claire was the target and Harrison was collateral damage. Now, Nikki wonders if Jordan could have lured Claire back to her side, and of course, everybody's shaking their head. Cole and Victoria is offended at this point, but she explains how it could have worked. Victoria refuses to consider it. Cole tries to keep them focused on logic. Then we head back to the Abbott estate, where a police officer tells them that a floral delivery truck came in late, parked at the back for 10 minutes and left. They couldn't see who was in it. The flowers was just dumped. Kyle says, look, this makes no sense. Now, Kyle assumes that the truck was a cover and somebody came after Harrison. Claire was just collateral damage. Now, if that's the case, a ransom demand should come in soon. Jack continues trying to stop his son from spinning out. Now, the police called to say that the flower truck was now hijacked and has now been left at the side of the road, and the driver is missing. Diane is worrying to Jack, and of course, they hug each other. Summer blows right in the door for an update. They recap what they just learned. Kyle says it proves that it must be an outsider. She said it doesn't prove anything. He says that they don't have enough information to blame Claire. Now, she assumes it's a conspiracy and tells them that Nikki thinks Jordan was behind this. She and Jordan could have teamed up again. They need to let the police know that this is a possibility. Kyle suddenly gets this cryptic text from Claire. It says she has Harrison and they can keep him safe by helping her aunt. Details to follow. Now, he assumes Jordan has Claire's phone and Summer keeps blaming her. Now, Kyle can't handle the idea that he let this happen by letting his son be with Claire. Summer tells him, you need to accept that she did this. He points out that if Claire was abducted too, then their son actually has an ally. She thinks that this is pointless. Jack says, look, we need to concentrate on negotiating. He calls Victor, fills him in on the text that Kyle just received. Back at the ranch, Nikki apologizes to Claire's parents for upsetting them. They are sure that their daughter would never work with Jordan again. Now, Victor fills them in and his daughter asks to speak to Jack. He explains they only received a text message. Now, she is adamant that Jordan sent that text and her daughter is hostage. Now, Victor decides to head to the Abbott house, telling them he's had enough of this nonsense and will get that woman once and for all. And he doesn't look happy. And I know Nikki, yes, she probably wishes that she would have left her down in that dungeon. Now, once he leaves, Victoria worries that her mom and Summer could actually be right and Jordan could have got to Claire. Now, Cole says, look, we know our daughter's heart. And she's like, yeah, we do. It means that the worst could be true. Now, Nikki got a glass that isn't there and thinks of drinking. Back over at the Abbott estate, and Kyle is telling Summer that Harrison once again is his world and they're lucky to have them, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get him through this, whatever the demands are, no questions asked. She said, you damn well better. This happened because of what you did. If anything happens to our son, I'm blaming this on you. And finally, over at the Red Door Motel, Harrison is sitting in a chair and tells Jordan that he doesn't know her and he want to go home. She tells him she's chosen him and his mom and his dad don't want him anymore. She's his Aunt Jordan and will take care of him from now on. So she's found another child to brainwash. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. What do you think about Summer being hell on wheels? She is adamantly blaming Claire and blaming Kyle as well. Wait till she find out that it was actually only Jordan. And yeah, I'm wondering, is she going to have egg on her face? The Newmans and the Abbotts are actually working together. I actually thought that that was pretty good, that both families are coming together. And then we see Aunt Jordan looking to take another child, telling him that his parents don't want him and that she is his Aunt Jordan now. Make sure you check out the Bold and the Beautiful recap for today as well. Yeah, I think we're going to see fist meet face when it comes to Zende and RJ, and then yeah, we still got Deacon questioning his sanity. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.